Hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a new emotional story. Your support means more than words can say, and it helps us continue bringing these untold stories to life.
Christmas was the one holiday my grandparents never let anyone miss. Every year, our entire family gathered at their old country house. We laughed around the fireplace, exchanged gifts, baked cookies, and promised we'd keep the tradition alive forever. After both of my grandparents passed away, everyone said the house would always stay in the family. At least, that's what they said. A week before Christmas, I noticed something strange. The family group chat suddenly became quiet. No one mentioned dinner. No one talked about gift exchanges. When I asked what time everyone was meeting, no one replied. I thought maybe they were planning a surprise. Then Christmas morning arrived. I opened social media. My heart sank. Every member of my family was gathered at my grandparents' house. My parents, my brother, my sister, my uncles, my cousins, everyone except me. There were smiling photos in front of the Christmas tree with captions like, "Family is everything." I stared at my phone in complete silence. Then my cousin secretly called me. "You weren't invited on purpose." I froze. "What do you mean?" "They didn't want you here because they're meeting a buyer this afternoon." "A buyer? They're selling Grandpa's house." I couldn't believe it. Then I remembered something they had all forgotten. One very important piece of paper. The deed. About 3 years before Grandpa passed away, he asked me to help him organize some legal documents. We spent the entire afternoon sorting old files in his study. Before I left, he handed me a sealed folder. "Keep this somewhere safe." I laughed. "What's in it?" "You'll know when the time comes." I never opened it. I simply placed it in my home safe and forgot about it. Until that Christmas morning. I rushed home, unlocked the safe, and found the folder exactly where I had left it. Inside was the original property deed. My hand started shaking as I read it. The legal owner of the house wasn't my parents. It wasn't shared among the family. It wasn't part of Grandpa's estate anymore. Years before he died, he had quietly transferred ownership to me. There was also a handwritten note. "You loved this house for the memories, not the money. That's why I'm trusting you to protect it." I folded the letter carefully, then drove straight to the house. When I walked through the front door, the room fell silent. No one expected me to be there. My father frowned. "Who invited you?" "No one. I invited myself." My mother crossed her arms. "This is a private family meeting." I smiled. "Exactly." Then the doorbell rang. The real estate agent entered with the buyer. Everyone gathered around the dining table. Contracts were placed in front of them. The buyer smiled confidently. The real estate agent opened the property file. "I'll just verify ownership before we sign." I quietly stepped forward. "I can help with that." Then I placed the original deed on the table. The room instantly became silent. The real estate agent picked up the deed. He read it once, then again. His expression completely changed. He looked at my parents. "I'm sorry. This property can't be sold." My father frowned. "Why not?" The agent turned the document around so everyone could see it. "The registered owner is standing right here." Every eye turned toward me. My sister shook her head. "That's impossible." "It isn't." The agent checked the county records online. Everything matched. Grandpa had legally transferred the property years earlier. No one had challenged it. No one had even noticed. Because everyone assumed the house would eventually belong to them. The buyer quietly gathered his papers. "I'm afraid this meeting is over." Within seconds, the deal my family had planned for months completely collapsed. As everyone argued, I noticed another envelope tucked inside the folder. It was addressed to the entire family. I handed it to my father. With trembling hands, he opened it and began reading aloud. "If you're hearing this, then someone has probably tried to sell the house." The room fell silent. A home isn't valuable because of the land beneath it. It's valuable because of the love that grew inside it. My father struggled to continue. "The person whose name is on the deed earned my trust by caring for this home when no one else did. If you excluded them to chase money, you've already forgotten everything this house was meant to represent." No one spoke. There was nothing left to argue about. Grandpa had seen this coming years before. I didn't sell the house. Instead, I restored it. The old roof was repaired. The garden bloomed again. The kitchen smelled like cinnamon every Christmas, just as Grandma had loved. The first Christmas after everything happened, I invited every member of the family. Some came, some didn't. My parents arrived quietly. Before dinner, my father walked over to me. "I'm sorry. We cared more about the money than the memories." My mother nodded through tears. "And we cared so much about selling the house. We forgot the person Grandpa trusted most." Forgiveness didn't erase what happened, but it opened the door to something better. Years later, children once again ran through Grandpa's hallways, laughing just as we had. The house remained exactly what Grandpa wanted it to be. Not an investment, not a prize, a home. Every Christmas, I place Grandpa's handwritten letter beside the fireplace. It reminds me that some inheritances aren't measured in dollars. They're measured in responsibility. My family excluded me from Christmas because they thought I would stop the sale. They were right, because they forgot one small detail. The only signature that mattered was already on the deed, and it wasn't theirs.